Or hello, guys. Or hello, guys. It's Wagoner 515, and we're at the Wagoner's house. This is their formal dining room. Look at all this. Look at this. I need to go with my group real quickly. I forgot to show you this in the first area, but let me continue. Look at that. Oh, look, I told you, this is the Wagoner's house. Look at all this.
And it held 300 pounds of ice. Wow. Here you'll see there used to be 2 wood stoves, but they only have one because one of them broke. And there's a story that Harry Truman in the 1950s let his housekeeper at the time buy an electric stove, and she cooked on it for 2 weeks, and he hated it. And he asked her to go back to using the wood stove because he was used to food. And another unusual thing about this house, you'll see there's plumbing. Plumbing in 1900 was extremely expensive. And they have a sink with an original drain board here. And this floor is maple wood. Maple was used in kitchens because it doesn't warp. It's hardy, and if water is spilled, it can be cleaned up, and it will not hurt the floor. This used to be what you call an intercom, and the people upstairs could call down and ask the servants to bring in whatever they wanted at the time. And they were a very well-loved family. They paid their servants. Their servants were black, and they were very well paid and very well treated. And when Mrs. Wagoner passed away, she gave every servant $1,000. And she gave every church and independence $2,000, regardless of denomination. They did a lot of work for charities at the time, and they had a good sense of humor. And I don't know what I'm allowed. This was a famous ad they did, and it's humorous because the lady in the house has come home. Oh, and there's the lady, and her ankles are showing, and her dress is partially unbuttoned, and the butler's over there with flower hands on his shoulders and smelling a cactus. So it was considered humorous at the time, but the church ladies thought it was too risque. You can take turns. You can go in here. This was the dry goods pantry, and where the refrigerator is, that they had 2 100-pound barrels of flour and sugar. And that window was not for ventilation. That window was actually for sunlight. And they had special ladders at the time to climb, like library ladders.
How long? 3 minutes.
That they used to
No, I didn't do it from the beginning. I didn't do it from the beginning, though. Hey. Okay, let's get out of here.
So we can see the house.
Here's one of my friends. And another one.
I'm farting in here.
And there's this dude.
Fuck you, Victor's taking a shit.
He's stupid. He's stupid. He doesn't think right.
I don't know. I'm supposed to speed it up. I'm going too slow.
Excuse me, is there a bathroom?
You can actually use this bathroom. It's a public restroom. He can use that bathroom if he wants.
Hurry up.
Oh, gosh.
What is that?
Wait a minute.
Basement?
This is a basement.
No, he's paid.
Why is there a...
This is a...
There's a big hole.
No.
Make a good Halloween basement, wouldn't it?
No.
Well,
Yeah.
Going down.
This is unusual.
Can I go down there?
No, nobody's allowed to go down there. It's a basement that goes forward this way. They added it, and there are 3 rooms, and that's the original rope handle there. And the reason that it was unusual to install a basement is that the cement took a long time to cure and harden. So they waited until it hardened before they did any more structural work above it. And you can see where Harry kept his 5 hunting dogs. See all the scratches on the door and the dogs. I'll speed it up. And then this was the original. And this is a cover, but it was the original. You see the hooks there on the wall? That was the original family's coat rack where visitors' coats went. Where their coats went. You want me to hurry? Okay. And then this was the new coat rack that they put in. Now we're going upstairs. Do you want me to wait?
No, she'll find us. I'll keep an eye out for her.
Okay. We're gonna go upstairs.
It's your boy.
I gotta hurry up.
So sorry.
It's all right. I'm fascinated. I think most of us are.
I wish I can get me likes on this video.
Mentally and physically.
I'm taking a video on this because I think I'm going to get me as many likes as I can get. Or count.
Don't take a picture of me. This is a new room, and the way you can tell is it has a closet, and you can see the window for ventilation, and it has a transom above here. That was for ventilation. Did you see the closet with the window? That was for ventilation.
Here's a coffee. It's from Quick Trip. Yeah.
Oh, well, no, that's
You can see the coffee.
modern receipts and things like that. And George Caleb Bingham, who he was
You gotta stand in
retired
there, not
Union
standing.
captain, and he was
On the floor.
retired because he was considered elderly, but he still worked in Kansas City in the Union recruiting office. I'll be real quick. This is his original family Bible in here. And the earliest
Did they
date
throw
was
dead bodies off of this?
1809. He was famous for painting
I figured they would throw dead bodies off of
Missouri
this.
River lines and historical happenings and political meetings, but he was also well known for painting himself into his pictures, and he's right here with a sketchbook. And of course, you know about the martial law painting, and that is just a reproduction. But the way he made his living was painting portraits, and he was becoming quite famous. And so you had your portrait painted and put above the mantel fireplace. And so he made a good living that way. We're gonna come up here.
Oh my god, it's so loud. Small queens.
Okay, bedroom. Bedroom.
That closet, this is a new room, it has a transom, and it has a closet, and they added a sink in there.
Is that not a baseball?
As the boys got older, they had to shave. This is an original pair of William Wagner's pajamas, and they're very heavy if you feel them, and they were, yes, you can touch them if you want. And they were, of course, custom made in Kansas City, Missouri. Very heavy to keep, kept you warm in the winter time. And out here you see a sleeping porch. There's a sleeping porch, and in the summer the children slept out there. Because it got very hot in the house, so they thought it would be cooler to sleep outside if there was a breeze. I have to hurry up, so. We're gonna come out here.
There's a lot of house to see, guys.
Wait, let me zoom. Are we leaving after this?
Yes, this is the linen closet, and once again, you see floor-to-ceiling storage. That was a bedroom, but it's inside here.
Oh, yeah, this is the upstairs part that we didn't get to see.
here, she kept her gloves and her bonnets. That's where she kept them. That dollhouse belongs to her, and she was given that on her 8th birthday, December 24th, 1898. And it cost $5. $5 is a lot of money. So at one time, it probably had hand-carved furniture. You see the kittens on the wall in that frame? They were called yard pictures because they were exactly 36 inches long. So that's why they were called yard pictures. We have a picture up here of a young boy in a sailor suit. And you see that's his original sailor suit sitting over there. And this style was originally created because it was easier to potty train boys. So when they were older, they got to wear pants and they were considered a big boy. And then later it became a fashion statement. There's always a reason why something is made or done for a practical purpose back in the 1800s. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, here's a picture of Archie Wagoner. Archie and Harry ran the mill. They were managers, along with their father, William Wagoner. But he's holding a root beer and has all this fancy clothes on. So it's probably New Year's
Which one?
See, he has a helpful face.
You know why it's considered modern? Because the commode area is separated from the original bathing area. And they changed out the clawfoot tub and installed a bathroom with a shower in the 1920s. Here's the, remember that intercom system in the kitchen? Well, here it is. This is an aerial photograph from the 1940s. This shows you how, before it burned down, this shows you how large the mill was. And it had 60 employees. And they made the flour by hand. They did everything by hand. They had no machinery. And this is where we're at right now. So that gives you an idea of the size of the flour mill. We have a sample. This is a sample.
Intercom.
A salesman's sample of Queen Pantry baking flour.
Could the pantry flour still exist?
We're gonna go in here.
We know the pantry. Think so?
And we left a place that's there on the wall so you could see what it looked like before it was repainted. And on this is a picture of their only grandchild, Elizabeth. She contracted polio and she passed away at 12 years old from pneumonia. I guess we'll go on to the next one. These carpets are original Wagoner carpets. All these carpets.
Fat kid.
That's creepy.
Possessed. What do you mean there's no ghost in here? It's possessed.
For money to fix the house up. So the carpet, a lot of the carpets we either paid for or were donated to us. Here's a picture of Maud Wagoner. She's dressed in the 1920s party outfit, party gown, and she moved to Hollywood, California, and she built a mansion on Sunset Boulevard, and she lived there in Hollywood, California until she passed away. So she was what you called a socialite. So I'm sure she met a lot of famous people because of her wealth and actors. Okay, we're gonna go in here, and this was the sewing room. This was the original stairwell, and you see a dress right there. They used to have to tear apart the dress to make another dress. They used it as a pattern. Then they graduated to cardboard, and then they went to tissue paper, which we still use. Kids' tennis shoes. We have a pair of tennis shoes here that are actually kids' tennis shoes. Tennis shoes originated in Europe in 1914, and they didn't come to the United States till 1970. You want to feel how heavy those are? Pretty heavy, aren't they?
Yes.
Can you imagine? Their boots were heavier. That's the bottom. Yeah, rubber.
It's not
Yeah.
heavy. Exactly. They feel like my normal shoes.
Now, Mrs.
normal
Wagner,
shoes are
she went
heavy.
to a lot of events, social events and balls. And she used this as where all her dresses were kept. And you notice these shelves, how wide they are?
Yep.
Well, that's where the hat boxes were kept.
The what?
Hat boxes.
Oh.
Because they had hats that went with their dresses. We're going to go out here. Now, Cora Wagner was Peter Jr.'s daughter, and he passed away, so William Wagner raised her. Well, she was an artist, and she painted Abraham Lincoln here, and over here, this was Thomas Jefferson. And we don't know for sure, but she might have painted this. That was her uncle, William Wagner. And here we and when she became an adult, she worked in the Kansas City, Missouri Art Museum. These are portraits of the original builder of the house, John Lewis. Okay, we'll go in here right quick.
Look at that $10. Look at that $10 bill.
Wow. Wow, that is one.
And that's his wallet.
Those are really small.
There's his wallet. Yeah, that's
That's
so.
some weird looking soap.
I know.
Playing cards.
It looks like it's made of plastic.
Had a cage with a canary, because there was no smell in gas. And they didn't put smell into gas, and it originated in Texas in 1937. And then by the end of 1937, all the states had the smell put into the gas lines because they had a gas explosion in 1937 in New London, Texas elementary school. And unfortunately, it was a tragedy, and it killed 298 children. And that's why they got the smell into the gas, because of that tragedy. And then Europe followed a few years later. And what they put in the gas was mercaptan. It was called mercaptan, and they were installed in little files all the way down the pipes. We'll go upstairs. Yeah. Third floor.
We're going to the third floor, buddy. It's a what? Oh well. Let's look at this. Fairy tale. It's fairy tale tale. Repeated the word tale. Oh my god, here is how they look like from the outside. It's nice. That is nice, mate. What is that? A tunnel?
Boiled to the top. When that tube got hot and it was boiling, there was a knob there, and they turned it, and it controlled the hot water in the radiators so they didn't shake. This is a famous baseball game, 1893 Zinner's baseball game, and we didn't know it. In 2008, they did a piece on it. We didn't know how valuable this was until we found out that the baseball hall, what is it called?
Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Hall of Fame. Had, someone had donated one so they could show it in their museum, and it was in very bad shape, all scratched up, and it wasn't, and he paid $25,000 for it. So we go, oops. So they had an appraisal done at the time, and then later we found the lid. So it promptly went under glass,
Yeah.
because before that we let kids play with it.
Oh my.
We had no idea it was valuable.
Wow.
When you look up there, you'll see
They let kids play with what?
this was the ventilation
This is
system
the-
for the third
Until
floor.
they figured out how to.
What is that?
Because that's the ventilation system for the third floor, and they put a ladder that hooked onto the bar there, and they went up, and they opened all the windows at night during summer, and in the morning they closed them, hoping the cooler air would last, because in the summer, this is sometimes unsafe for us to show. Again, that's how hot it gets up here. It's extremely hot. And we'll go over here to the bathroom. And in here in this little cabinet, we have baby pictures. We have two of, we have one of Harry, two of
That's what they use.
and one of
In
Bob.
book?
We don't have one for John. But this book is very humorous. The girl, it says, girls I have met, and they crossed it out, Maud crossed it out and said, boys I have met. And she graded them, and she said, sorta dippy, kinda nice, awfully nice, dandy fellow. So, things never change. 5 minutes. Oh, 5 minutes, okay. This is the bathroom here. This is the third floor bathroom. This is a 300-pound iron cast enamel porcelain, made out of porcelain. She said hurries. But anyway, you can see how deep it is. And it's the original 12-foot tub, but it has human feet on it. And that was before they started using coffee. And those toenails were painted 24-karat gold.
What is that?
And this,
What is that?
that holds toilet paper.
Oh.
And this, this drain, this is how you open and close the drain from here. You turned it. So that's the end of the tour, oh, except for this curve here, that's an Art Nouveau curve right here. And out here,
There's still one on the way.
What were these for?
that was, they put socks, they stretched the wool socks
Oh, okay.
to whatever size you were after they wash them.
Oh, okay.
You can go in there for one, there's a closet there, but more than likely that space was used, that's probably where they put their trunks and their belongings.
There's a room in there.
What's this?
Silver met.
Should I get out my
Jeez,
phone
I was
flashlight?
Okay.
I'm gonna get out my
I had a
flashlight.
phone and a flashlight on it so we could see the safety in the dark room. Let's see.
These I used to have. Bye-bye. Had to go home too.
Marion.
And this
It's
is,
plastic.
and this right here, this is an Art Nouveau arch. And it was also extremely weight bearing because of the slate on the roof. And here you can kind of see, I told you those little cupboards were tunnel.
Only 2 quarters. That's funny. Hey.
We don't, it's the side
Look at
storage. It could have been fire safety because of the fire storage. and they won't keep it out. But,
That's kind of cool. I mean, as a little kid going through the tunnels.
I'm sure they had fun playing hide and seek. And that's the end of the tour. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
You done?
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Well, that's it for this video. Wait, actually, I'll show you guys the entrance.
Come on, guys. We gotta go.
tunnels. Mwahaha. I wish I could live here. This looks fun. Yeah. Have tunnels to go in. So when there's a war, no one can find me. Haha. Okay, here was the front part that I didn't get to show you.